Here we are, MLF Fantasy Fishing BPT Stage 3. Quick turnaround. We just got done with Fork. Now we're on Lewis Smith Lake. Quick turnaround. Almost missed it. You might have almost missed it too. Hopefully this video reminds you and gets you to get your lineups in so you can stay in the hunt, especially if you're doing well in these games and better than I am. But to make sure you don't miss a tournament and getting your roster in, because I will do my best to keep on top of this, subscribe, hit the bell notifications. I'll make sure there's videos out every time. But we have a quick turnaround because the lineups are due Wednesday, March 2nd, 7:30 a.m. Central Time or something like that. So don't dally, get your stuff done and get it in quick. Now let's talk about the game. Completely different venue. We got Smith Lake predominantly dominated by spots. There are some good largemouth, and in a 5-fish tournament, largemouth often play, like when John Cox won here, but I don't think they're going to play in an every fish counts MLS style. So I think go heavy on your spotted bass fishermen. They should dominate this event. I found new ways to be frustrated with the MLF site and their fantasy fishing game and other things that we've talked about in the past. I'm not sure why they make this so freaking hard to play and do. But I'd love to hear down in the comments, what are you things most frustrated with in the MLF fishing game? We talked about a few before in the first video, and we're going to talk about a few more today. I think I keep playing it because I want to do well and I want to win one of the combos and give it away to one of you guys on the channel. And it's just kind of a pride thing, but they don't make it easy. And I think, honestly, if you just keep playing, you're probably going to win one because there's so many ways to screw it up and not be able to research and all that kind of stuff that if you just keep playing, you're probably going to win a rod and reel. First of all, so the quick turnarounds, they start on different days. It's always different, so it's easy to miss. If you want to do research, right, you try to click on somebody's name, like let's say Jordan Lee, who's probably a good pick for this lake. You look at his bio, and you can't see where he won. You can't click on any of this stuff. You can see some of his old FLW stats, but none of the other stuff is clickable, which is super frustrating to see, like where he's won, how he's done it, any of that kind of stuff. Like there's no stats for the BP down. It's all his old MLS stuff that they imported in. And then like you can go look at results of previous tournaments. So I know there was one in 2019 on Smith Mountain Lake. And look at that. So you click like, okay, which one was that? Well, all it says is stage 1, stage 2, who the sponsor is. I have no idea where any of these lakes are. Do you think I remember what the Bad Boy Moyer stage 7 presented by Covercraft, what lake that was? That's so useless. Now let's click on it. Maybe we'll get it right. Let's see what this one was. On this page, it doesn't say the lake that they gave on. So Jacob Wheeler won this. He got 80 points, $100,000. Doesn't say how many fish he caught. Doesn't say where the lake was. It doesn't say anything. It's completely useless. So frustrating. Now let's get into the game. And hopefully I'm done ranting for a little bit, but I'm sure we'll get some more. Starting off with the traditional fancy fishing roster where we pick our 10 anglers. I'm not doing so great. Only got 870 pounds. I'm like 4,000th in the world, 98th in my own league. I'll put codes down below if you want to join my leagues. If you want to join my leagues, Super K Jigs is giving away some gift certificate jig prize packs for the end of the year, which is awesome. Truly appreciate that. If you want to check out what they have to offer, link down in the description below, and you can use code HellaBass 15 to save 50% off if you can't wait till the end of the year, or if you suck at fancy fishing like I am in MLF and you have no chance to win, then just go buy you some jigs and save 15% off on some made in the USA, hand-tied in Wisconsin, sweet-ass swim jigs. So there. So codes down below in the description, how to join, and also pin them in the top comment. But that's another thing. You have to have a code to get in every single league. You can't even search leagues. Another thing that's frustrating about the MLF game. That being said, Mark, you are in the driver's seat to get you some Super K jigs. Let's see if you can keep it up. Let's get into the picks for this game, and then we'll jump over to the BP Predictor game after we finish this up. All right, let's run down through my team. One thing, you can't click on anybody's name. Another frustrating thing, right? You even go into edit to the team, throwing things up. You can't click on any of these anglers. Like, so if we want to add a new angler, I can't click on anybody's name to see how they've done anywhere. That being said, my Group A, Wheeler, like I said, every week until he starts sucking, which I don't think is going to happen anytime soon. You pick him every single event, every time. Ashley, really good cold water spot fisherman. Won a classic doing that. Mark Daniels Jr. lives in Alabama now. Just feels right. Cody Meyer, spot, deep water, offshore is his game. Same with Justin Lucas. I think those are all good picks. He's a steal at 42nd for that below 40th. I went with him. Group B, Lee. Back to fighting form here. Thrift. Another guy like Wheeler, you should almost always pick him. Wiggins. Guy just smashes him on Smith Lake. Well, the only thing here is he's used to fishing 5 fish derbs. We'll see how he does in the every fish derb. But I think he's got it figured out now, and I'm looking for Wiggins to have a big event. Shinfu Kai, pretty good. Atafo. Yeah, he's not having a great year, but I'm going to keep picking him. I think he's going to turn things around here. I also thought about Luke Clausen. Was kind of tempted by him as well. Tiebreaker, I got about 61 pounds for the final round. I feel like they're going to catch 20-some fish that are going to average 2.5 fish, 3 pounds, somewhere in there. That might be a little overzealous, but they're either going to catch some good quality or they're going to catch a lot of numbers. The minimum scoreable bass in this event is 1 pound, 8 ounces. Just keep that in mind. Submit my team. Let's talk about the BP Predictor game next. All right, so I've got 2 out of a potential, 12? The leader is David in our group. He's got 6, followed by Bob. He's right up there. These are the guys that are in the best position to win the Super K Jig Pack for the Predictor game. Also, like I said, more codes down below. You want to join this game as well, but let's jump into the actual questions and talk about those and break those down. All right. I think Casey Ashley, a pretty obvious pick here. These guys are other good anglers. I don't think largemouth's going to play, so that kind of takes Poche out for me. Coulter and Roy, pretty adequate anglers, but Ashley seems like he's got the leg up in these herring spotted bass fisheries. Alabama, it's Wiggins home lake. Hard to go against him, but he's got 3 very worthy adversaries. You really can't go along with Connell or Lee. I'd probably take Jordan over Matt, but all pretty decent picks. Total weight to make the knockout round, I'm thinking 20 to 25 pounds. I think some guys at the top are really going to catch him, but it's going to fall off a little bit. But I think the bite could be good. I would 20 to 30 pounds is kind of what I'm thinking. It could be more than 30, but I don't think it's going to be quite that much. Weight of the largest spotted bass caught. A 6-pound, 1-ounce spotted bass would be a freak. Not impossible, not likely. Very likely there will be several fish caught over 4 pounds. That seems like the safe pick. I think there's almost a 0 chance that the biggest one is less than 2 pounds in the championship round. A slight chance nobody catches a 4-pounder. A really good chance somebody does catch a 4-pounder. Really rare chance that somebody does catch ones over 6 in the final round when there's only 10 anglers fishing. Scoreable bass over 4 pounds, so that's 38 anglers in the knockout round. Over 4 pounds, so I'm thinking, I guess what I'm saying here is like 2/3 of the field's going to catch at least 1. That might be a little aggressive. Might want to temper that down a little bit. I'm being like hopeful, I think. Number 6, how many scoreable bass will the champ catch? I'm thinking mid-20s, 30. They're going to catch them pretty good. I think they're going to finally turn things around. It's not going to be like 5 fish like on Bussy Break. So there's my picks. Hopefully this quick video get your reminder, get your picks in, spark some thought for you. And like I said, I'd love to hear in the comments, what is your least favorite thing about the MLF website and their fantasy fishing game? Let me know. Let's have some fun with this. And it's Classic Week, which they're fishing on top of the Classic, which is just dumb. But here we are. We're playing fantasy fishing, and if you're stuck inside like me, fantasy fishing and not out real fishing, and you could use some fishing tip videos to scratch that winter itch, check out this next video right here.